Hi guys, today we are going to start with the overview of networking. This is your sixth module of CCIT course, that is your computer certificate course in information technology. We are going to start with the basic topics, starting with the outline. That is, we are going to discuss today is your data communication, components of data communication, and the introduction to network, a basic introduction to network. When we talk about data communication, why we need communication? We need communication to share our information, to share the information that we gather or share our experiences that we gathered. So when we talk about communication, when we communicate, we are actually sharing the information. If a communication is taking place among individuals, then it's a form of your local communication. If your communication takes place from a distant place, for example, using your telephone, your mobile phones, or any other distant device that is able to communicate to the remote person, then you are actually the communication that is actually taking place between you and the other person is in the form of a remote communication. So among individuals, if we talk about among individuals, the local communication usually occurs, and if we talk about remote communication, that takes place over the distance. Telecommunication, when we talk about telecommunication, in Greek, tele means far, we are distant. So when we talk about telecommunication, we are actually talking about the means of communication that is taking place at a distance. Your telephony, your telegraphy, or television. These all are the mediums that can be used for the far distance communication. For example, telephone, if you are present, let's say if you are present in region 1 and if you want to communicate a person that is living in region 2, you can easily contact him or her with the help of a telephone. If you want to send some reports or information, you can use the telegraph to send the information to the distance location, or even your television. When we talk about television, your recording is take place at one place, but the signals are going to be distributed among the different locations, and you can watch the same show present at the distant locations. So when we talk about normal communication, your communication is a process of transferring message from one point to another. Moving on to the data communication, continuing with the data communication. Your data communication is the exchange of data between two devices by some form of transmission medium. When we talk about data, your data refers to the information that could be presented in the form of text, images, uh, audios, videos, symbols, and your data is the information is going to be in that form that is agreed upon by the parties. Means the one party that is creating data and the other party that is using the data, they are going to be agreed upon a particular form of data. If they are agreed on the form of data in the form of image, they are going to, the creator is going to create the image, and the user is going to, the other party is going to use that image as a form of data. If the user is agreed upon the form in the form of audio files, the other party is going to utilize that audio file, and so on. Your communication system, when we talk about communication system, your communication system is a set of or combination of hardware, that is your physical equipment, and the software, that is your program, that are needed to be installed in the hardware so that your devices could be able to communicate. So for communication to take place, your communicating device needed to be a part of your communication system. If your devices are not the part of communication system, then you are not going to communicate to the other person or the other party. Moving on, when we talk about data communication system, there are certain components that are needed to be there for actually performing the communication between two parties. So when we talk about component of data communication system, there are particularly five important data communication components of your data communication system. The first one is your message. The important one is your message. Message is your information or data that is needed to be communicated between parties. Your popular form of information can include your text, numbers, pictures, audio, and video. You can transfer these form of data. Your message could be in the form of these kind of these form of information. That is, your information can include your text, normal text. Your information can include a pattern of numbers. Your information can include pictures. Your information can include audios, and your information can also include your videos. You can transfer. This is the information that is needed to be communicated between the parties. The next important component of your data communication system is sender. When we talk about sender, sender is your device that sends the data message. That your sender could be a computer, could be a workstation, your telephone handset, your video camera, or so on. If you normally talk about sender, sender is the device or the party that is going to be send the data message to the other party. The next component of your data communication system, or the third component of your data communication system, is receiver. When we talk about receiver, receiver is the device that receives your message. The message that is sent by the sender is going to be received by the receiver. This receiver could be your computer, workstation, telephone handset, television, and or any other device that could be able to receive the communication signals or communication message. So your receiver is the device that receives the message sent by the sender, and that message could be in the form of your text, number, image, audio, video, or symbols. The next component, or the fourth component of your data communication system, is transmission medium. Your transmission medium is the physical path by which your message is going to be transmitted from the sender to the receiver, or the path by which your message is going to be traveled from sender to the receiver. Your transmission medium could be your coaxial cable, your twisted pair cables, fiber optic cables, even your electromagnetic waves. For example, your radio waves, microwaves, they can be used for transmitting the message from sender to the receiver. The next, or the fifth component of your data communication system, is the protocol. When we talk about protocols, protocols are a set of rules that govern your data communication system, governs your data communication. If your two devices are not agreed on a particular or come on a common agreement, then it is not going to be possible to send a message to the receiver. Why I am saying that it is not possible to send the message? You can because your two devices are working on two different sets. If your if two different sets are not agreed on a common objective, then it's not going to be possible to communicate between the sender and the receiver. So protocol is a set of rules that govern your data communication system. It represents your agreement between the communicating devices. Without protocol, your two devices can be connected but not communicating. So for communication to take place, we need a common set of rules between these two devices, or the um, agreement between these two communicating devices, so that they can easily transfer the data. Let's say, for example, if a person is able to speak French and there is another person who is able to speak English, but the constraint is the person who speaks French cannot understand English and the person who speaks English cannot understand French. Is it possible to communicate between these two people? Person? Obviously no. So to communication take place between these two persons, we need to agree upon a common agreement. We need to come with a common language so that we can communicate. Either the Frenchman could be able to understand English and speak English, or the other person who is able to speak English is able to understand French and as well as able to speak French. If they agreed upon a common agreement, means they come to a common agreement that both parties are going to use English as a communication language, then these two persons are able to communicate. But if they are not going to come on a common agreement, then the communication between these two persons is not going to take place. So similarly, in case of your data communication system, when we talk about devices, your two devices that are not following this common set of protocols or are not agreed on a common agreement, then your devices are connected but the communication is not going to take place between these two devices. So if your sender is sending the message in the form of image, but your receiver is not able to understand that image or is not able to decode that image, then the communication is not going to take place between the sender and the receiver. So if your sender is sending an image, the data in the form of image, your receivers will be able to understand the data in the form of image. If your sender is sending data in the form of numbers, your receiver should be able to understand that the data is going to be in the form of numbers, and so on. Moving ahead, let's see a common overview of network. When we talk about network in general, what is network in general? When we talk about network in general, it could be your group of people or things that are interconnected by using some communication link. So when we talk about network in data communication system, in data communication form, your network is going to be a set of devices. Generally, when we talk about devices in case of computer science or in case of computer network, we refer these devices as nodes, are going to be connected by a communication link. Your node can be your computer, printer or any other device that is capable of sending and receiving data. If your device is not able to or is not capable of sending or receiving data, then it's not good. It's not a good idea to keep the device in a network. That's all for today. We'll continue with the next topic in our next class, and we are going to discuss the normal common topics that we discussed today. If you have any doubt, please feel free to ask. Thank you.